I want to do some commentary about turning your guitar into a harp by putting something like a marker or a passerelle bridge in the under the strings where between the fretboard to raise the strings to get more of a harp sound. I want to talk about this that I don't know. I haven't tried to tune any of the Asian tunings that I know if I used a tuner and got around them that I could get pretty close by ear if I were somewhere around the notes. I don't know about using a pitch pipe and be able to tell these notes or any notes. I don't know if I have the ability to do that by ear. There are some tunings that I can do by ear. I don't know my real musical capability. Sometimes I can precisely get into DAD, FAD tunings. Sometimes I can tune pretty close to standard E tuning for some reason. Sometimes I can't really hear that with the pitch pipe. Depends where my mind is at. Um, so I'm not the greatest tuner, but I have a lot of pride in what I do. And I'd like to give some commentary about what I have, how I feel about the passerelle bridge. I don't know if I can get those real Asian tunings, um, the classical Asian tunings that I'm doing, bizarre, unknown tunings that the Asian tunings have been that are known. They're in all movies and stuff. They're they're accepted, I guess would be one way to say it. They are what people anticipate. I think this what tuning that I have right here and some of the other ones I've used, I think that this sounds good, but the notes you can't with bending the notes, you can't really get as deep as those classical Asian tunings. There's not going to be as good of notes to bend, and I've used the marker on a guitar with the standard set of strings. This has some other strings put on. It's not the standard order. This is a good sounding tuning. I'm gonna demonstrate it in a minute. That this note right here, I think it sounds good when you're going up like this, but as I will demonstrate, when I choose to drum on the guitar with markers, that I will say that if you hit this string, that it's not really going to sound in tune. It might sound acceptable to some people with an ear for noise music, but it's not really like the classical tunings, and I just don't really feel as proud of it. I like the sound of it. That with putting the marker in the guitar, that I do not come anywhere close to when I try to tune by ear. That I don't really tune those classical tunings. That like I tune Dad Fad, DAD tuning. I tune that by ear. I tuned that by ear before even knowing what the tuning was. That I just naturally hear that. But I don't hear those Asian tunings, and I wish I did. I would feel more accomplishment if I did hear those tunings. But I'm hearing some weird shit, and there are a lot of octaves and third or fifth whatever notes combinations. There's a lot going on with what I do, but it's not really the standard sound I want, and it makes me, I don't know, I like to do it. It feels good. It sounds good to me, but I'm not really, I wish I could do both sets of tunings, and it's not a problem to me. It doesn't upset my mind, but I definitely feel proud of what I do with music. I know that I'm doing stuff like that is objectively good, but I don't know. I don't know about this tuning, and I will say that this note, how it sounds good when you do that, but that Kaki King, the musician that invented the passerelle bridge, and doesn't really do the koto Asian tunings. On the top strings, I really like the melody of her work, but when she plays the bottom strings, I think that maybe there should be a different gauge of string for what she's doing. I don't know, some of the notes don't really sound as good as the Asian tuning. It sounds fine, that maybe I'm nitpicking, but I don't know, something sounds off to me, and no one really critiques that on the internet. It's not even that it's bad, it's that the Asian tunings are better, that the notes that you bend. Maybe, though, it's because I've heard all that stuff in, like, ancient karate movies, that they use the koto harp tuning in all those movies, and I heard it before, so that's why I think it really sounds more like, I don't know, some stuff doesn't really sound like what I'm used to. I don't know if that's because there's a way music's supposed to sound, or because I've just been hearing everything in movies since I was a kid, but let me try to make some good grooves with this tuning. I don't know if I'll ever get back in this tuning, because of the not really knowing what strings I have on this guitar, but I hear some melody. I'll point out when I use the string that I think sounds bad. That kind of has an Asian sound. That I think that sounds pretty good. Doing this sounds good. Wait, going up that sounds good. That sounds really good. All those sound like real good notes, but let's use an example of how it would sound too sharp. That, I don't really know. Doing this, I think that note fits in, but when you go, this sounds good. Yeah, that's pretty good. I really like that. I think that these strings, having a different organization of strings than the standard, what goes on standard guitar, altering some of the strings like I have here, that you see that this is a skinny string where a deeper gauge string would be. I think you can get some cool tones, switching up the strings. People should definitely give that a try. That everybody on YouTube using the passerelle bridge, that they are using the standard string combinations, and I don't know, I think that can, there's other stuff you can do, and that sounds kind of weird. It sounds kind of, if you play like these notes for a while and get into that groove and hear it, and then you end on a kind of sharp note, that can be interesting, but it might not be the type of note that creates inner harmony for some people. I don't know how. I don't believe music is entirely objective, the same for everybody. It's a subjective experience, but some stuff is just unlistenable. I really like that. I don't know, that's enough of that. I just want to say, I don't know if I'm going to try out the passerelle bridge. It cost $80. That I don't know if I care to, because I think if I just go at it without a tuner, that I wouldn't be able to, that I'm not going to get into that tuning. Like, if I didn't naturally tune DAD, FAD, and naturally get into some of the open F tunings, and if I didn't naturally tune DAD, GAB, if I wasn't doing those tunings, I wouldn't feel good at all about setting my guitar up like this and playing. I don't feel like it's objectively good. Like I was saying in the other video, I feel like I might have just been hypnotized by the start of the theme song to Gumby, that's not objectively good music. I don't know if these notes are having any of the same steps or whatever. I think that maybe that some bizarre music, really, that anybody can just tune it up, that no matter what you do. I don't know, let's that definitely doesn't sound good, but let's put it real high. See, that sounds good. This'll sound fine. And I just put it at any note. I don't know, you don't really, this isn't real. That I think just like random abstract notes sound good. And I don't know if tuning abstract stuff makes you talented. Like, I feel like a lot of these notes, like, that this is leading into sounds like Korn and a lot of hardcore music that do really cool, like, sounding stuff, and this is probably like an ancient form of hearing those notes. People have probably always tried stuff like this. That sounds really good. See, that sounds like shit. That's that note that sounds... There's no real note to set that one at. Actually, that sounds good. Yeah, you can hit the string with that note. It sounds kind of fucked up, but I think it's the right note. I think maybe you could use a different gauge string at that point, but definitely sounds good. Like, I think that, I don't know, I have no problems with that. That in the song, some of Kaki King's tunings are good, but in her tuning of, she calls it teek, I think, I don't know, that, like I said, these notes sound good when she's doing it, but when she plays some of these some of the higher notes, I don't think they sound good. I don't think they really sound sharp, but I think using that gauge of string, I don't know, I'm not gonna say it sounds like shit, but it's not what the classical Asian koto tunings are. And I don't know, I feel like that this is a real good YouTube video about I wish more people would watch it. I think people should get what I'm saying. Like, maybe not everyone will. Maybe I sound like a huge dickhead, but I don't know. I think, like I said, I'm not sure that see, the notes don't bend. Actually, that sounds good. That sounds shitty. Bending that note sounds shitty. I don't know, there's just the traditional koto tunings are really where it's at. I don't know if I'll ever try the passerelle bridge, because I just don't think I really do that. I don't think I'm going to be able to get those tunings by ear. Maybe it's because I'm trying to do it. I'm not having success because it's too, there's too much pressure. Oh, this sounds great. That wasn't right. Right here. No, right. I don't know. That's my thoughts. Maybe sometime. I know I couldn't, if I had the listed tunings, that I could not tune the koto tuning with a passerelle bridge, that if I used a guitar tuner, like they said, like they say in other videos, the passerelle bridge, you have to adjust it, and some of the notes will be inconsistent, that it's an inconsistent instrument, so you have to do the tuning by ear. I forget the exact word for it, but Kaki King describes it on the website, that it's not precise, that it's a bit personal to how you would tune it, that the bridge does not create a precise sound all the time. And if I were to use a tuner, they say not to use a tuner on the website because of the inconsistency of the instrument, that some of the notes will be switched, that I think by ear, if I got in the range of the note with a tuner, then I could get a pretty close tuning. But personally, I'm not going to know if it's exact, if the tuner won't pick up what the note is exactly, if it's showing inconsistencies, that I don't know, I don't even feel good about trying, because I won't know if it's precise. That I know I can go back tuning DAD, FAD, and some of those other tunings, that I can go back and use the tuner and say, alright, this is like definitely precise, or it's pretty close. I'm not always like 100%, but it's very close, that it's not, that it sounds the same, that I don't know, that if I don't know, if I can't judge how accurate it is, then I don't even really care to do it, which might not be the attitude that I don't know, maybe I'm being too I'm putting too much pressure on myself as a musician. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but if I didn't know how to tune, like I'll say it again, if I didn't know how to tune some of the tunings that I do accurately by ear,